Alright guys, I have, like I said, probably about half my feeders in, maybe a little bit more for the main line, but I have enough of them in that I have continuous track power around everything, like I said, with my microengineering turnouts. If you're not familiar with them, it does have a dead frog, so you need to have power supplied to both sides, or possibly power your frog, but either way you have to have track power on either side of your turnout. So I had to make sure I had enough feeders in for that. But anyways, I got about I'd say over half of them in, right around there. I got some temporary UTP panels put up. I have 3 of them put up, just temporary, because like I said, I still have my fascia to put up yet. And I got to tuck the wires and everything up real nice and neat yet. But I got my 5 amp smart booster hooked up for my power cab. So we got that done. And now, I got the lift out section wired up, which we'll test that out. And as you see here, this is just my this is one of my Bachmann locomotives. And I like to use this for a test locomotive, mainly because, hey, if there's something wrong somewhere and it's going to fry something, I'd rather it fry one of these than one of my good Intermountains or whatnot. And another reason is, if I know with the microengineering turnout problems I had in the past, which I have, if you haven't seen the videos, you're welcome to go back and see that. But anyways, I know that if this Bachmann locomotive runs on this layout just fine, you're almost guaranteed everything else everything else that I have anyways will run just fine. So if this thing will go, anything will go. Actually, believe it or not, it's still one of my favorite locomotives. Mainly because I replaced the crappy Bachmann decoder in it with an NCE decoder, and switched out some of the LEDs and stuff. But believe it or not, it's one of my smoothest and more quiet locomotives that I have. Well, I mean, my Intermountains and stuff are pretty quiet, but I'm just impressed for being a Bachmann how I adjusted some CVs and stuff, but it's a very smooth running locomotive, believe it or not. So I definitely don't hate it by any means. So let's give a quick test run here. We'll test out the lift out then, and we'll see how that works out. Alright, let's bump this up. I think I'm on 128 speed steps. Yes, I am. We'll bump this up to speed step 1. As you can see, like I told you, very smooth, nice and quiet. Bump this up to speed step 2, 3. Bump it up here and get it moving a little bit. But we'll take a test run here quick. I'm going to bump this up a little bit, and then I'll just set the controller down. I forgot to tuck my tripod legs under here, so I may be banging them off the bench works. If I do, I apologize. So I got my main line in, wired up over halfway anyways. Like I said, wired up enough that it's functional. Can at least test out the track work. Another thing, as you see here, I'm considering keeping the fascia up a little bit higher, maybe a ½ inch or so from the top of the layout, just because of how close the track runs to the edge of the layout, to help prevent maybe it falling off the layout. Let me know what you think about that. I didn't really want to do it because I didn't want to take away my like track height view for videos and pictures. I like to get down to track level for a lot of things, but I think if I leave it stick up about a ½ inch, I'll still get some good shots if I want to get down to track level. Plus it'll provide me a little bit of reassurance. So let me know what you think about that. So far we're doing all right here. We're going to go into the lift out. We're almost back around, and then we'll test the lift out and then wrap this video up. We're almost back around, and that's roughly 75 feet of main line. Alright, we're back around. Now let's go over to the lift out and I'll show you how that works. Alright, here we are back at the lift out. As I stated in my lift out videos, if you haven't seen them, go back and watch them please. I don't want to be repetitive in my explanation too much here, but basically, as I said, this rail back here is isolated from here clear to the lift out. This one's live all the time, and it's the exact opposite on the other side of the lift out. So what that does is, the way this is designed, when the lift out's in, everything has power. Alright. Hard to do this one-handed. Hold on, let me set this camera up quick. Alright, now, whenever I remove this, just like so, whenever we remove this, as you can see how I have the contact pads and everything, as you've seen in my video on making this. When I remove that, what that does is kill power to each of the isolated rails on either side of the lift out. And since they're opposite on either side, when that's in, that connects the power from the other side over to the isolated rail. When it's out, it kills the power to the isolated rail. Alright, now that we have that out, this section of track should be dead. That way you're not losing any locomotives on the floor. So let's test this out. Bam! Works like a charm. And obviously you know it works with the lift out in because we just ran across it. So that's how that works. We'll check the other side real quick and wrap this video up. Alright, now we're on this side. The isolated section is just after the turnout closest to us. So let's give that a shot. We'll turn the headlights on here for good measure. When we get to the last turnout, if everything's working just right, it will stop. Bam! Good deal. that works. The lift out method works. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching. Like I said, what I do is my way. It's not necessarily the right way. Everybody has their own methods. This is the method I use. It works for me. It has worked without any problems as far as how I run my feeders, my bus line, and everything like that. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. My next video, since I have the Mainline running, I have a couple of the new Intermountain Gevos that I want to bring down. I'm anxious to try them out. So my next video will be just on those two locomotives running. So look forward to it if that's something you want to see. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next video.